Hello there everybody, this is Yus here, and today I have for you a Gen 4 OU battle versus my friend, versus my man, MrOrzKid, an amazing battler, an amazing friend of mine, and yeah, he's just awesome, so definitely check out his channel. So yeah, as you can see, my team is just hyper offense, alright? Even though it doesn't look like it, it's really hyper offensive. I kinda knew his team beforehand. Well, not all his team, I just knew that he had a Clefable, Sand, and Rotom, because we were trying to make his Rotom work online, because the forms, as you know, don't work on Gen 4. So yeah, we were trying some codes, and yeah, we managed to make it work. Usually, like back in the day, when Gen 4 was like the main gen, I didn't allow the Rotom forms because it was kinda cheating. Because yeah, they just didn't work online. You had to use some cheating devices and such to make it work, so I was like, nah. Same thing as with Shaman and Giratina, Giratina Origin. So yeah, banded the Scizor, Spinner a little bit bulky, Starmie, Hail Beller with the Nasty Plot, Togekiss, and Expert Belt mixed T-Tar. A tank Zapdos, not really too tanky, but yeah, and an Adamant Snorlax, because I'm weird like that. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get this battle started. So yeah, I'm gonna lead Starmie, and he's gonna lead with his Hippowdon. I knew he would have Sand, so I was like, yeah, if he sets up rocks, I'm just gonna get rid of them. But I decided just to Surf, because I just wanted to damage that Hippowdon, because Starmie is like the main thing I have to deal with it anyways. So yeah, he's gonna switch into his Roserade? Yeah, Roserade. He's gonna take the Surf like nothing, and then I'm gonna expect the Sleep Powder or whatever, so I'm gonna go into my Snorlax, and that's just gonna be put to sleep. But it's no big deal, because I have Heal Bell on my Togekiss, so yeah. And then I'm gonna actually switch into my Scizor, see what he wants to do, because I'm just scouting at this point. He's gonna go into his Skarmory, he's gonna set up his spikes, and that's what Skarmory does anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna go into Starmie, try to Rapid Spin, but his Rotom is there. Rotom in this gen is Electric Ghost, even though he switches forms, so yeah, he can be a really good spin blocker, but I was like, yeah, let's just try to spin anyways. In comes his Clefable, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be problematic, so let's just switch into Togekiss and just Heal Bell, because yeah, let's just Heal Bell, wake up Snorlax, get rid of this paralysis, and move on from there. So he's gonna go back into his Hippowdon. I guess he wants to set up his Stealth Rocks. And yeah, I'm just gonna go back into my Snorlax and try to damage stuff, because that's what I do. If he switches to Rotom, I have Crunch, so yeah, I also have Self-Destructs on the Snorlax, because you just want to damage stuff at this point. But he's gonna play it safe, he's gonna go into his Skarm, and yeah, I just can't stay in, because the Skarm completely walls my Snorlax. But he's gonna pull a double, and he's gonna go back into his Rotom. I guess predicted my switch or something, but yeah, I have my Zapdos in. And now I'm like, okay, I have Pursuit on my T-Tar, so I'm just gonna switch into that, and hopefully get rid of this. But Orz is a smart player, he knows all the threats. He has counters to everything on his teams, because his teams are like amazing, and he picks the ladders with them. So he has a substitute. So I was like, you know what? Let's just not reveal Pursuit yet. Let's just go for Stone Edge, and in comes Skarm. And I have a little surprise for the Skarmory: Flamethrower and Alcarer. He did not see this coming, and yeah, I don't want to deal with his fortresses with Hidden Power Ices anymore. So I was like, yeah, let's just give this T-Tar a Flamethrower, and yeah, that was amazing. So in comes Hippowdon, I switched into my Starmie. I was like, okay, you know what, I have to recover, because Starmie is like my main Pokemon that I have to deal with his Hippowdon. So I was like, okay, let's recover, try to get some damage, maybe spin. But he gets a crit. I was like, god damn it, how do I deal with this Hippowdon now? I was so pissed, that was so bad, oh my god. But yeah, in comes Rotom again. I went into Snorlax to try to damage the Hippowdon, but he went into this Rodom made the safe play. He doesn't have Scarm anymore. Luckily for me, I have Crunch, but he has Substitute, so he's gonna be able to scout. I was like, wait a minute, he probably has also Pain Split. I was like, yeah, you know what, let's just stay in and try to get as much damage as possible with Snorlax. Let's just not have him have a free switch, I mean substitute, okay? So yeah, I went for Crunch again. He switches into his Hippowdon, and I was so scared of him pulling a double into his Rotom, predicting my self-destructs. But I'm pretty sure he's not gonna expect me to have self-destructs. Like, who uses self-destruct Snorlax in Gen 4? So like you saw right there, I just kept going for Crunch, like expecting Rotom to come back. And yeah, Earthquake is definitely hurting. I should really have went for self-destruct at this turn right there, but I was like, yeah, maybe paralyze him, but no, Body Slam didn't get the paralysis, and yeah, at least I'm gonna be able to force him to finish me off and not slack off and be at full HP, because this Hippowdon is a problem. So yeah, I decided to go into my Zapdos, try to hit it with a hidden Power Grass, and he's gonna expect that. He's gonna go into his Clefable, and Clefable is just a monster. Clefable took that like nothing. Like, wow, where's that damage? But yeah, I'm gonna expect the status or something crazy. He tried to trick me, the Flame Orb, but yeah, I was behind the substitutes, and that's actually great. So I'm gonna be able to Roost off, recover some of my HP, and he's gonna just break my substitute with the Seismic Toss. You know what? Fun fact, this battle actually took 3 hours. 3. I have no idea how. No stall was involved. But Sand in Gen 4, like all those after turns, it just takes a lot of time, okay? So it's like, it's really strange. But yeah, Gen 2 Ubers took 2 hours, and Gen 4 OU took 4. I just don't understand, man. I really don't understand. But yeah, at some point I decided just to try to get some damage there, and he tricked me his Flame Orb and paralyzed me, so that's actually really bad. So even if I Heal Bell, I'm gonna be burnt with the Flame Orb, but it's no big deal because Zapdos is special and it's not really a tank, as I said. It's really, I mean, not really a bulky Pokemon in a sense, because I'm just using it as a tank, pretty much like Snorlax. It's a really hyper offensive team, okay? It has no typical walls, so to say. But yeah, I'm gonna go for a Nasty Plot. He's gonna paralyze me. I just have to go for the Heal Bell because I just have to. I'm not dealing with paralysis because I'm trying to... God damn it, I got fully paralyzed, and now if I get fully paralyzed now, it's pretty much over for my Togekiss. But luckily for me I don't, so I'm gonna have to Roost, but unfortunately he's gonna have to throw another Thunder Wave at my face, so I'm gonna have to Heal Bell it again. But yeah, that's gonna pretty much give him a free turn to do whatever he wants. So yeah, so let's see how this is gonna end up. So he's gonna switch, he's gonna go into his Rotom. Here's my Heal Bell. I was like, I have to switch out because a Thunderbolt is gonna hurt, a stab Thunderbolts from Rotom. But apparently that surprised him. I have no idea why it surprised him, but yeah. That's gonna have my T-Tar against his Clefable, and I have another surprise for his Clefable, Superpower with Expert Belt, and I was shocked myself that it actually one-shotted his Clefable. I mean, I know it's T-Tar, it's Superpower, super effective, Expert Belt, all that, but his Clefable was at full HP. Insta Alcarer. That was ridiculous. But yeah, here he thought my Scizor was Source Dance, so I was like, he wanted to switch into his Roserade, sorry, to try to sleep me, right? But at +2, looking at the damage from U-turn, I think +2 Bullet Punch would have killed him anyways, even if I was Source Dance, but I'm banded, right? So that was pretty much a choke on his part, because this battle took place late, and as I said, this battle took a lot of time, but yeah, I don't blame him, he just choked right there. But yeah, he thought he was gonna be faster than my Zapdos, and I actually just Thunderbolted it, and I got the paralysis, which is worthless, because as you saw, I'm just faster than it, right? So it really didn't matter. And his Rotom is gonna drop, which is amazing news for my scissor, and yeah, I'm gonna survive the burn damage and the sand damage with 1 HP. I feel right there, he could have just switched into his Starmie and killed me, so I was like, what? Why didn't he do that? So he basically just baited me into going for Roost. I was so confused. But after the battle, he told me that he just didn't want to have his Starmie trapped with my T-Tar, which has Pursuit. Even though at this point he didn't knew I had Pursuit, but I guess he just assumed it. And he assumed right. But yeah, Zapdos is gonna drop. He only has Starmie and Hippowdon left. Hippowdon is a problem, so I need the Togekiss to be at +2 at least, so I can deal with it properly, right? And I need to beat this Starmie one-on-one, alright? I have T-Tar and Scissoron in the back, so let's see how this is gonna end up. Thunderbolt is hurting a little bit, but it's not hurting enough, which tells me that his Starmie isn't max special attack. So I'm thinking right here, T-Tar can actually take a water move in the sand. So I went into it, he went for the safe Thunderbolt. I was like, okay, with the sand boost, T-Tar gets special defense boost, right? So I can pretty much just Pursuit trap it, and I was surprised, I was shocked. He actually has Hydro Pump, and it actually killed me. I was shocked. I really expected my T-Tar to take the hit right there, but it didn't happen. So I'm just gonna go into my Scizor, try to U-turn, damage the Hippowdon, which him coming in was really obvious, so I'm gonna have a decent chunk right there, and that's Banded Scizor, that did absolutely nothing. Oh my god, Hippowdon is such a problem. That's why I was so pissed and worried when my Starmie dropped, because I didn't have much for his Hippowdon. So yeah, here I should have went for Nasty Plot, but I was like, yeah, let's just try to get some damage on the incoming Starmie. 1 Air Slash just wasn't enough, alright? So I was like, okay, let's try to go for it again, maybe I'm gonna get a crit. And every time, every goddamn turn I'm trying to go for Air Slash, I'm praying that I'm not gonna miss, because you guys know how Air Slash works. Just like Draco Meteor, when you least expect it, it misses. And that's why I don't use Shaman that much, because it's just stupid. But yeah, I'm gonna Roost off at this turn. Since I'm at full HP, I think I'm gonna try to set up a Nasty Plot. And Nasty Plot is definitely gonna hurt. But yeah, in comes his Thunderbolt. It's gonna do... Oof, actually it does like a quarter. And here's my Nasty Plot, and at this point, I was like, yeah, let's just set up one more Roost, so I can deal with his Hippowdon properly before I take down the Starmie, and hope I don't get critted, hope I don't get paralyzed, and hope I don't flint. I mean, I hope I don't miss Air Slash. So here's my Roost. I was thinking of roosting again, but I was like, yeah, nah, let's just get the damage and move on from there. Togekiss, please, do it. I know you can do it. Don't get paralyzed, don't miss Air Slash, and that Starmie is gonna go al carrer, luckily. So, his last Pokemon, he only has his Hippowdon left. I'm just gonna pray that I don't miss, because my Scizor, as you saw, just doesn't do much to this thing. And luckily for me, I don't kill it, and I don't flinch it, and he's gonna barely survive, and at the range of HP he's at, yeah, I'm gonna die from the sand, and at the range of HP he's at, my Bullet Punch from Scizor is gonna be able to take him down. So, oh my god, what a game. What a game. 3 hours it took. I have no idea how, but it was really enjoyable. It really was enjoyable. Battling Ors is just... it's always amazing. It came down to the wire. Some misplays happened because the battle took place late, and yeah, as I said, it was a really long battle, but it was definitely enjoyable. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day, and allons-y.